Have fun.
Boobs.
You're killing me, Smalls.
$5.
Welcome to lunch, Chuck and Laz.
Your viewing and listening pleasure.
They can't read at all.
I don't know how easy it is to discern between that.
Welcome to lunch, Chuck and Laz.
Where the hell are they coming up with this crap?
Where nobody knows what the hell is going on.
But the time sink is real.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm doing nothing but standing on the line. You know, I should be doing something.
I stand around for hours at a
Oh
time.
God, I can't tell you how many hours a day I'm just standing on the line. I'm doing nothing but standing on the line.
Yeah.
You're all using some kind of jargon that me no understand. I have to gently blow a ball into.
Into a warm, fuzzy hole.
That's right.
Yeah.
Welcome to lunch, Chuck and Laz.
Your viewing and listening pleasure.
They can't read at all.
I don't know how easy it is to discern between that.
Welcome to lunch, Chuck and Laz.
Where the hell are they coming up with this crap?
Where nobody knows what the hell is going on.
Yeah. I blame Laz.
It's all Laz's fault. That's right. Greetings, everybody. This is Laz.
And this is Jack. Welcome to another edition of Lunch with Laz and Jack, where we interpret the news so you don't have to.
That's right. Bringing you our own brand of news right here inside Shroud Avatar. 5 days a week for your viewing and listening pleasure. How's everybody doing out there? It is Monday, August 21st, 2017 here in Shroud Avatar. And it is Eclipse Day. That's right. Yay, our own Eclipse
Yay,
Man
Eclipse Day.
has got her own day today.
I know. It's a very special day where she blots out the sun.
I tell you, gotta watch those
Yeah.
divas, man. You tick them off,
I
man,
know.
and they go blocking out the sun on you. But
Yeah.
yes, for those of you paying attention to that out there, Eclipse is going on live now across the country here.
In the U.S., yes. Unfortunately, neither Laz nor myself are in the path of totality. So we would both only be able to see a partial eclipse.
Well,
so
I
It's still
would
gonna be
see
bright as shit.
actually 90% totality, but it's not going to happen till about 2 hours from now down here.
yeah,
We're going to get quite a bit of it. Again, we're going to be in 90%.
I don't know exactly how much I'm gonna get.
You're going to get about...
Probably about the same thing.
Now, you where you are in Texas, you're going to get quite a bit less.
Well,
I can
that
pull
and
up a map there, but...
yeah, before the show, I did go outside.
You
Smoke
look
cigarette,
at the sun.
and there,
We call it side boob.
I had to do this and squint, and that was looking at a cloud. so,
Uh-huh.
so hope maybe it will clear up a little bit, and I'll go get my pinhole device and
Get your
a
pinhole
sheet of
device.
that's right. And then I will look at a blank or a white sheet of paper through the pinhole. Or I won't be staring at the sun because, I don't need any additional vision problems
you don't need
besides
any of that
astigmatism.
going on. That's right.
Yeah.
Let's see. Here it is. Let's see if I can get this up on screen.
What are you doing?
Oh, we got the feed from NASA over here, and
Oh, you actually brought that up.
yeah,
Hold on.
we got the folks behind, up there doing the live update, and we can
So unique about
actually tune in for
the
a
solar
second.
eclipse. Well, this is an amazing opportunity. The
Yeah,
last time
let's
we
see.
had a total
Where
solar
am I
eclipse
watching?
in the continental U.S.
You need
Oops.
a link.
I didn't want the
Keeps
NASA.
crashing for me. I think it's getting overloaded.
Oh
Well-
yeah, hang on. I got an alternate. At least they're doing their own show here. These folks, but they've actually they're doing
pretty,
a live.
pretty much every TV station on Facebook that I've seen actually has a link to.
NASA.gov.
Well, no, it's their own little stream. Hold on, let's see. What can we get here? I'm bringing up a Facebook video of someplace in Oregon or something like that. But I need to,
wherever it is.
yeah, so people can see what it's like in Oregon, even though I'm looking at the local Austin news station, whereas the one in Oregon has like 30,000 viewers. So that is happening. Oops. Don't need to listen to people's voice or the crickets. So
No, not at all.
nah.
Don't need
But-
that.
But solar eclipse here, totality, 2 hours from me, or actually a little over an hour and a half for the as close to totality as it's going to get in my neck of the woods. 2 hours for Laz, and then yeah, that's about it. But since it is Monday, I mean, we've got lots of news today.
Oh, all sorts of interesting news, that's for sure.
Nudes and nudes. Yeah, so we do have the fact that since it is Monday, on Friday, the update of the Avatar number 241 did come out,
It did, absolutely.
and they did announce a few things. So you've got the making of the Crooked Shank by none other than the Energy Vortex List Rostov. So this is a elven village in the Forgotten Vale. He seems to have misread his map and stumbled upon a quaint human settlement tucked along a bend in the road. So you do have the Crooked Shank, which is I love these pictures, and I love the wheels that he's got embedded for decorations along the road. So lots of good stuff.
You
and
mean like, the intentional wheels as deco in the road?
yes,
Yes,
intentional
absolutely.
wheels. And part of the axle's still there, so it is a little broken. and if you actually look at the mayor of Crooked Shank's house, it kind of looks like Richard Garriott's cabin.
Interesting.
Yeah, so if you actually go to Richard's property in Austin, and you go to his cabin and you go inside, like right inside of it is a couple suits of armor and all kinds of other things, and it's all got all kinds of knickknacks.
Maybe that's where the inspiration came from. We don't know that,
Well,
do we?
it's not a two-room cabin, and it doesn't have all the knickknacks. It's way too clean.
Suck it, son.
Although that's the not the right word for it.
Yeah,
It's way too
no.
organized and yeah.
Organized chaos. That's right.
Yeah. And because you have to remember that Lord British himself is a collector of trivialities, and he does collect a ton of stuff. But this update of Crooked Shank is coming along nicely. It's looking beautiful, and makes me want to become a resident. And then, did you see the new Norgard?
The Norgard guards, Norgard,
Yeah.
all the people in yellow. Yeah, we tweeted
Yes,
that out
yes.
on Friday.
Yes.
for everybody.
So don't forget, as far as the lore goes, spoiler alert. You're,
Spoiler alert.
yeah, you're supposed to wear yellow to keep
Spoiler
the
alert.
kobolds from attacking, but then the kobolds say, "We don't care."
We don't care about that stinking color. The Oracle, she lies. She lies to you.
Yes, and I don't know if you noticed this or not, but one of the males is actually wearing a neck knife that's also yellow.
No, I had not noticed that.
Yeah, the guy that's pretty much like he's got the straps across his chest, and then you've got the neck knife. Yeah, or cleavage knife would be a much better term for it. He's got to nestle the knife between the man boobs.
Ah, yeah, okay, I see
Yeah.
it now. I see it.
You found the cleavage knife?
The boob knife.
Yeah.
Well, then what's under the flap that the other guy's got in front of his, yeah. There
Well,
knife,
that's
there
the.
knife under there, or is he just happy to see us?
Well, he's very happy to see you. Yeah. It's always his response
Yeah.
because he's seen up your kilt.
Yeah, the female don't get no boob knife, I tell you.
Yeah, the women don't get the cleavage knife. It's all for the guys.
Yeah.
Then Middle Downs, we do have the sneak peek from Friday. That's where they took the tour there. So
You want
there's
to
also
roll that
a
real quick? It's
that
just
30-second
a quick little
video?
piece.
Yep. I'd already. You ready for it?
Rolling. Taking forever to load. There it goes. Oh, sure. Sure. You bastard. It wasn't loading, so I hit F5 to reload it, and it reloaded the whole page. So. There we go. I'll give you a little.
Whereas I've already watched the entire thing.
That's right.
So let me know when you're done. I'm actually skipping back and forth through the video to different segments because there's lots of interesting things to talk about inside of Middle Downs. If you're ready. 30
Nah.
seconds.
30 seconds. Hey, look, that's pictures of the eclipse.
Yes. So inside of Middle Downs, you do have lots of cave art.
Eagle, how are you?
You have some cave art. You have some burial mounds. You have all kinds of things. And I wonder if they're actually going to actually have it lined up, kind of like some of the mounds in Europe, where at certain times of the year the light goes through and lights up certain aspects, like on the solstice, things like that.
You know, gives you pretty pictures in the ground at certain times and the light hits.
Yes. Yes.
Or opens up planetary travel when the sun hits the
And
jewel on the Ankh and
it opens up the teleporter to the new world. It opens up the Stargate,
that's right.
especially if you dial in the right address.
Hey, that
And
would
don't
be
forget
cool.
the address needs 6 points.
Hey, now, remember, what the hell is that? Awful foggy over there. Oh, that's...
Wait, what's foggy?
Oh, no, my camera was over. Metho's over there has got this thing, and my camera was catching
The
his...
Elysian illumination.
yes.
He's got the golden showers coming out.
his spell. It was getting
Yes.
foggy.
Yeah, so yeah, the light was distorting some things for you. Yeah, it just means zoom in a little bit.
Yeah, well, it took me a second to figure out what the heck was
They are
going
doing
on.
some PvP out there. I mean,
PvP, really?
if you notice, List has died 3 times.
Oh, no. Well, I see the 3 bodies now.
Yeah, it's all List bodies.
Yeah, see, I just hate this that I swing around and the chair blocks the freaking view again.
Hey, why don't you bug report it?
Yeah, we'll talk about that and the Bug Brigade and the tip program here in a minute.
Hey, don't spoil it for people.
Yeah,
a
what's
tip.
spoiling? They're still going
Just
to
the
wait
tip.
for it. No big deal.
Yeah. So then, as we were going through last week, we read off several of the Release 44 post-mortem missed questions that were answered by Star and the crew. Don't forget that Portalarium is still hiring a web developer.
A web developer. Ooh.
Yeah, so if you are a web developer, and List says that he won 3-1 and he just died. So if you are interested in joining Portalarium and you are a web developer, you can submit your application and see what actually happens.
Is that
Yay.
winning? You have more skeletons than he does, so that's 3-1. Is that what we call winning?
Yeah,
these
that's
days?
exactly what it is. Yeah. And he's trying some new deck. Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah.
Always interesting to see.
Then don't forget, free trial still going on.
Yes, free trial. Yes, yay! Through August 30th, right up until the next release. Next release is release 45. Going to be 45 months old.
Now
they grow up quick, Jack.
Oh yeah, they do. This is awesome news. The new partnership with Travian means that at DevCon, which is part of Gamescom in Cologne, Germany next week, Lord British will be on 2 panels, including a panel with the Travian project Crowfall.
Very
So
nice.
that is going to be really interesting. So that means Lord British is going to be hanging out in Germany, which means that some of my German friends that I've met through various Shroud endeavors will be probably hanging out with Lord British some more.
Well, Germany's a big place, dude.
It's compared to Texas, how big is it?
Big. Let's just say when I was stationed in Bitburg and we wanted to go to Munich for Oktoberfest, it was over a 6-hour drive just to get to Munich. And we were located halfway in the middle of Germany. So if I was coming from the other port of Germany, it would probably be 12 hours drive. So it's pretty big.
So if you were in Houston, that would have gotten you across town.
Yeah,
rush hour.
basically. Yeah, basically. Absolutely. Yeah.
In Austin, it would have gotten you 5 feet.
It would have gotten you 5 feet and on the loop.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah. The loop that's not a loop, by the way. If you ever visit Austin and you see something reference Loop 1, it is not a loop. And then don't forget the 2 panels we're going to be talking about is going to be crowdfunding, publishing, and Cowboys, Texas meets Bavaria. And the golden age of games is now, and how to rise to the occasion. Yay!
How to rise to the occasion. Oh, thank you very much, Justin.
Well, the best way to do that would be to click the follow button on both Laz and myself's channel, and that will get you to rise to the occasion.
Every day, every Monday through Friday, we'll get you a rise, that's for sure. Might be in your blood pressure, but that's another whole story.
What blood pressure? It just plummeted. Then Shroud at PAX Dev. Don't forget that Star is going to be there giving some talks, and that's going to be next week. And Dragon Con taking place in 2 weeks.
Yes, is it Dragon
Good.
Con yet? I
Yeah.
had to say that for a certain somebody's.
Oh, when is Dragon Con again?
September 1st through 4th.
Yeah, and yeah, Clipsy's like, you did last night. It was really funny when she's like, you didn't ask me when I was leaving for Dragon Con. It's like, it's because you live across the street.
You live in Atlanta, for crying out loud.
Yeah. It's
And
like,
where's SodaCon? Why don't we have SodaCon listed here? Jeez, the crowning event of the year, SodaCon, not even listed.
yeah. Over the weekend, flash sale on
Flash sale.
Rent, including the Playground Town Property Village lot property deeds.
What? Rent? What did you say?
Yeah, the Rent And so they're giving a bunch of housing stuff. They should have, instead of rent, they should have called it housing until they get some of the rent stuff fixed.
Oh, I see. They called it rent.
Yeah.
That makes no sense.
Yeah. It's all good. It's all good.
Because that gives you the idea that she would just be renting the house for 20% off.
Hey. Yep.
Yeah, that's just me. I don't know. I don't know nothing. I just sit here and interpret the news.
And everything else we've pretty much covered already.
Community trailer contest. Spotlight. Featured event.
The roast Kazan Fiend expire because no one knew that he was gone.
Well, something like that. Eclipse has a few choice words on that, but she's in school today, so
I know. She wanted to save that one for tomorrow.
she's gonna save that.
Phoenix Fire is gone.
No, he's not.
He's back.
He's back.
I didn't even know he went anywhere.
Thank
See.
you. Hello. Thank you.
Exactly.
But yes, Eclipse had a few choice words on a couple of items out there of interest, and we'll save that for her soapbox tomorrow. Of course, I gotta agree with her because I really think she has a really great idea here. But I'm gonna leave that one to her because that's only a diva can do that with some class. So I'm gonna let her do it the classy way.
Okay. Yeah. It's all good. It's all good.
It is. Now, of course, I'll give everybody a little teaser. I heard Little Richard took a little trip over the past weekend, and I was going to have a sneak peek of that today, but we'll do that tomorrow since today's Eclipse Day.
Yes,
And,
all things eclipse.
Yeah, I just had to. Sorry, Zap, but I had to zap Little Richard today because it was Eclipse Day. I hope you understand.
And speaking of the eclipse, if you're out in Oregon, it looks like 90% eclipsed.
You
You got a
think?
smattering of the sun? Or is it already done? I don't know.
It's total right now in Oregon.
Okay, total. Where am I watching it then?
There's a good stream on Science Channel if you go to YouTube.
Yeah.
I think
Further
that's what we
reason.
were looking at earlier. That's the stream I gave everybody.
Well,
What stream did I
if you
give
ask me to
on?
type in tube around something, I'll probably end up really distracted. And I'll probably be seeing lots of full moons.
Yeah, well, all you got to do is type in. Yeah, I ain't got to tell you.
Well, it's done now, so.
Yeah.
I'm a nerd. I have 2 streams up, so.
Oh, is that all?
Well, I'm a nerd as well. I've got a crap ton of tabs open. The only problem is asking me, where's this tab?
Oop, what? Somebody put the lights out.
Yep.
Watching the Oregon feed right now. It just went blank, and
Yeah.
now you can see the moon moving away. Time lapse is what they're doing. They're giving us all sorts of different stuff.
Then after that, don't forget, don't stare directly into the sun.
That's right.
You
Listen
go
to
blind.
that guy from 1969 who walked a mile on his way home from school and was silly enough to do that, and he's the only guy that the news could find to tell you about that amazing horror story.
The only guy they could find with vision problems from looking at the sun. I think it's because most people realize, man,
Don't look at the sun!
it's like, I gotta blink a lot.
Why you be so stupid?
Yeah.
You know, I mean, it kills me today that, and I just gotta say this, that they're keeping kids inside for recess so that they don't look up at the sun and try and see the solar eclipse. and they're shutting down
Well-
schools early or closing schools altogether. And it's like,
What
you know what? When I was growing up, we were taught you don't look into the sun, and you didn't stop school because an event like this was happening because you thought your children were too stupid to listen
is
to what
sh-
they were taught. I mean,
What
yeah.
they should be doing is teaching them all how to build pinhole cameras.
That's what we were
actually
taught.
I mean, it's like I remember. It's like there's a clip during my elementary school days where it's like
A piece
you take
of
two pieces of paper,
construction
and then it's like you
paper
poke
and a
hole in
cardboard
one,
box.
and it's like,
Absolutely, man. You know, I mean,
woohoo! Yeah,
construction paper, cardboard. What more did you need? Life was good, and you were
Exactly,
more
yeah.
interested in seeing the result than being stupid enough to turn around and look at the fucking sun for crying
well,
out
you,
loud.
you,
I mean,
you turn around, you look up and go, "Ow, I can't see anything,"
Yeah,
and then
you know.
you go back to looking.
yeah.
You don't sit there and like stare.
Keep
and
your
stare,
eyes open,
stare.
trying to see what you can't see in the first place. I mean,
Yeah.
I just don't get it. Of course, I got to laugh. I've got instructions not to let the dog out during the eclipse.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
the dog might look at the
God
sun.
forbid the dog is going to look up in the sun. The other 64 days of the year, we let the dog out and we don't worry about him looking up at the sun. But today we worry about him looking up at the sun. I just don't
Yeah.
comprehend it. And they're telling people this on the news. Keep your pets inside so that they don't look at the sun. So what do you do with your pets the other 364 days of the year? You think your pets just decide to look up at the sun during a total eclipse? Hello, people. What are you, freaking joking me? Anyway,
Yeah.
enough of that. I don't want to be eclipse bashing too much because a certain eclipse may take that the wrong way. So
Hey, it's Clips Day.
that's right.
Clipsy.
That's right. Our own lovely Clips Maiden gets her own day.
I know. She
But,
needs. If you listen to her, every day is her day, though.
Well, every day is Diva Day. That's right.
Yeah. Yeah.
But let's talk about something that we love to talk about, and that's just the tip.
just the tip.
Just the tip.
Just
I'll tell
the
you
tip
what,
has
now,
been suspended.
We did not get to go into this before the show today, so this should get a little interesting.
There are a few good posts. I read it before the show, just
Well,
because.
first off, there shouldn't be 2 pages of posts on this already, or if it's grown since I last looked. This is Star going, hey, we're ending a program. That should be it. There shouldn't be 2 pages of conversation on we're ending a program. But,
Well, okay. So for those of you that don't know, the TIP
Just the
program
tip.
was, or the Testing Incentives Program, was a program designed to get people to
The
enter
Bug
bugs
Brigade.
into the forums, and then the Bug Brigade would cull through those and find, hey, this is a duplicate, this is a new one. And if you entered enough new bugs, you were rewarded with things.
now, of course, one of the things that you and I believe, both said when this happened was bad move. Because, again, we already knew that nobody was checking the forums to see if there was duplicate
Well-
bugs when they were bug reporting to begin with. Now you're asking everybody to report bugs so they can get rewards, and not a damn soul ever looked because they just wanted to report bugs to get the rewards. So I'll be damned whether it's been reported or not already. I'm reporting it so I get one on my cookie list so that I can get a goodie.
Not just that, but it's like some of these things need to be re-entered as new bugs every single release, every single patch, because they say, hey, we fixed this.
Yes, well, BDF
And-
has an actually valid point. If you read
Oh,
his
yeah.
commentary, and
It-
should we go down to that real quick?
I was going to bring that one up because if you actually notice, I liked that response.
I haven't had a chance to go through all that yet, but
yeah.
I
Oh.
want to see who liked and who disliked. I'm really
Okay.
not. Yeah,
Okay, yeah.
I got too
So-
much other things to do in the day to sit down and determine how many people got liked because somebody's vote. Yeah.
So,
Point in case.
point in case, and there is some back and forth in this thread already about hey, it's like, what is going on here? And it's like, what is by design versus what's a bug? What
Bug.
Because we don't have these design documents, we don't know whether or not something's functioning as it's really intended.
Well, I
And-
like his point on that because a lot of times we do get that. Oh, by design.
Yeah.
But you don't explain. And of course, I can understand because sometimes giving that explanation is a giveaway on something. But here's one, and I definitely understand the conundrum that he points out. He's reported multiple times that staves do not lose their durability when you cast spells, only
Yes.
when used as a physical weapon. And he's reported it so many times in so many releases that he's stopped reporting it because it never gets addressed. He was told it was going to be addressed, and they went, yeah, we're going to fix it. Don't worry about it. And it's probably in the JIRA list, down around 40,000 or something like that.
And so BDF says this is a perfect example. I totally understand that you don't want to turn this thread into a conversation about staves, but if I'm the only person that understands the intended design, then of course eventually you'll have more people reporting that staves are failing to take durability, blah, 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 because there's no design document or at least consistent communication on these very nuanced systems. He knows that Chris doesn't have time to build and maintain a design document explaining how combat works, but he also knows that this lack of knowledge is the primary factor in duplicate bug reports. Now, I think part of the reason for the duplicate bug reports is the verbiage that everybody uses to describe the knock in their car is always different, or the fact that the coffee holder on their computer is broken. Bug.
Everybody reported the same sound except differently. No, I attribute it to everybody wanted rewards, and they said, I'm not, again, I've actually told, the folks that, listen, you tell people to go to SodaWiki, you tell people to search the forums. You know what? I search Google because searching the forums, the search sucks. Searching the wiki, the search sucks. I search Google, I get better hits on anything I want Shroud of the Avatar than I'll ever get in either of those two places. So trying to search the forum for duplicate bugs is almost ridiculous because my complaint of music not working, I can't hear music 5 feet away. Somebody reported the same bug and said music's not working. I can't hear music, but nobody looked to see that I can't hear music 5 feet away was a bug. So it got reported 35 times because everybody described it a little differently. So I don't get it. Thank you, Justin. Thank you very much. That's what I thought.
When you put in a bug report, you're allowed to go down to the very bottom and type in keywords.
Yeah, what? Huh?
And not a lot of people seem to know that.
Yeah, I don't think people...
Well, if they did
interested.
type in keywords, it would be bug.
Yeah, bug. Yeah, that's it. Thank you, Spiff. Every time I do a bug report now, I'm going to keyword bug it. Yeah. Yeah, I ain't got time to put in keywords. I don't put keywords into my damn YouTube searches. You think I put them into bug reports for crying out loud?
Well, then there... See, to me also is the issue with the bug forum organization.
Organization? What organization?
Well, there's what 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 different threads related
Categories.
to.
But they're
Categories,
categories. One's housing, one's character, one's overworld. I mean, but that makes sense. But still, and having 3,000 people reporting 20 bugs for 15 bug brigaders to weed through to get to the developers, it doesn't make any sense. And
that you also have to remember, as List said right before the show, that they take the bug from the forums, then they turn around, they have to go enter it into JIRA, then link the screenshot and everything else, and then assign it to an individual. And so it is an inefficient process because we don't have access to the actual bugs. And the known issues book in the game is not updated with the different bug descriptions.
Is known issues still mirror crashes? I don't know. I haven't read known issues in a while.
I think I deleted known issues from my inventory. And I think I'd see. Yeah, I don't have known issues anymore.
It's in the updates every week or every release. So I'll have to keep an eye on it for the next release, and if it is, we'll have a little fun with it.
Yeah. So some of the things is the communication, and this is something that's extremely hard because you have to remember there's only 3 people in the QA department.
Yes, QA has always been small.
It's been small. It was normally 1 or 2 people, but you have the Attenwood, who's the QA chief. He's also now an associate producer of the game. Then you have Serafina, and then you also have, I forgot her name, Andrea. Those 3 people are the QA department right now. And so every single one of these bugs, and it's not just the bugs in the forums that they're dealing with. They're testing every single internal build that gets done. And as List said, the checklist for their sanity checklist is a long document that they have to go through to see what the hell is going on and whether or not something passed sanity before they can push it anywhere.
Oh, the sanity.
Yes. Then you have to do all the regression testing of, hey, a dev says, hey, I fixed this bug, here's the patch, and then they have to go test it, and then they're like, yes, no, maybe so. So that there is a lot of work, and there's a lot of replication in what they're doing, and this is an open development nightmare that they're living through right now because of the bug reports. And they try to incentivize the population to contribute bugs, knowing that they were going to get a bunch of duplicates. But I think even with the way that everything is working right now, I have problems finding bugs just because, you know what?
Yeah,
I sometimes put things in different categories than other people.
I question a lot of things, and I see a lot of things, like when the world was turning into big gaping chasms. Of course, I had seen that it had been reported. It happened to me. Why am I going to report it again? Because I want a reward. You know? I didn't care for the program to begin with. I didn't care for the way they implemented it to begin with. And I am not happy to I am not sad to see it go bye-bye. So, bye-bye tip program. Happy
Just
to
the
see
tip.
you go.
Just the tip is gone.
I
think they'll have to bring it back somehow eventually. But also, it's like, this is something the forum software can't do, is synchronize between the forums and Jira, and that would just become a nightmare to allow individual players to enter Jira. Jeez. Yeah, it's going to be nasty no matter what.
Play the game a bit more, folks. You won't need us.
What are you talking about? Everybody's going to need us always to interpret the news, so they don't have to.
Us in particular, yes. But I was talking about, if they, had a little bit more, if they enforced the hour gameplay rule, they would find a lot more bugs themselves that were relevant bugs than getting repeat bugs through the forums, is what I'm saying.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, it's force each of the devs to play at least an hour a day of the game. And I say on the live client. Not on...
Got to be on the live client.
Yeah. And most of them, when they're playtesting, this is excluding List and excluding Gix. Serafina we saw the other day. most of the devs play through Unity, the editor. And so that is a different experience than actually playing through the actual game client. So, yeah. And this is not even through the GM client, through the normal client.
Yes. I thought the GM client was the normal client.
It allows a few other things like hitting tilde to bring down that drop down to type in commands like
Wow.
God mode on.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
these
And the
guys-
GM
these
client
guys are
also
still
enables
at it over here.
the purple. Huh?
And these guys are still at it. What's the body count? The body count's risen since we last looked over here.
Well, let's see. Oh,
We have a third person in the fray here. Is that what it is?
Core is dead. Core is dead. Core down. Man down. He's been mesmerized. Core was mesmerized, and he's calling it cheap.
Yeah.
And
Liz is like, yeah, you taught me that. Thanks.
yeah, you're the one that taught me
How's
how
it
to
feel?
abuse mesmerize in the fall. So thank you for that. Now I'm
That's
using
right.
it against you, and I'm going to spank you.
That's what I love to see. That's gameplay at its best, in my
Yeah.
opinion. That's great stuff.
Yeah.
But yes, testing incentive program. Goodbye. So sad. Yeah, no, I'm not.
Is that my 5 kodos for testing?
No, that's not your 5 kodos for testing. That's still there, and I'm waiting for that next nightmare to see what happens when they open it up this month, which should be any day now.
Couple days.
Probably in the next couple days, we'll see them opening it up. Because
Wednesday,
I'm sure-
Thursday.
Well, I wouldn't be surprised to see it by Wednesday, that's for sure, because I know they have some extra development time technically this month, and I know with all the stuff they're doing out there, running around doing their things, that cuts into that time, but it is a longer release month than normal here in August. So
Yeah, I gotta get in there and test agriculture.
well, we'll have to wait to see what they drop in. I mean, you can test agriculture all you want. If they don't add anything in and you go in to test agriculture, you're wasting your time, ain't you?
Gotta see what they drop in.
Well, that's what I'm telling you. You got to wait until you find out whether they dropped anything in. I wouldn't waste my time if I don't see anything noted. I mean, that's just me, but yeah. I mean, I actually left a lot last night.
I know you
my
went hunting. He went hunting with Justin.
Yes, Justin and I went out. We had a blast last night. I tell you what.
And how many times did you kill the NBNN security spider?
Hey, he died a few times.
Okay.
Lost him.
Did you ever-
Lost him more than he died. He just has a mind of
Okay.
his own, and of course, he runs off. He's worse than Leroy Lazarus. I tell you, that spider. That spider
Well,
makes me look like a saint.
I did hear yeah, I did hear Justin screaming in vent that you ran out of range again.
Well, yes. Invent what?
Sorry, I don't know why am I thinking vent in Discord.
Yeah, where the hell you have 80s flashbacks or something? there, buddy?
Yeah, something like that.
Take
It's been
another
a
hit.
long. I haven't used vent in a long.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
time.
I
I don't
I
even
think-
think it's installed on my computer
I
anymore.
think I tried it for like 5 minutes once and went, "What a piece of crap."
Oh,
Yeah.
I preferred TeamSpeak over vent.
I've had
I-
TeamSpeak
I
for
bet-
as long as I can remember. I've kept a private server here for years, which, it's just sitting there, but no need to use it anymore.
Yeah. Nope.
Yeah, of course, we had a paid server for a long time, but
Yeah.
again, with the advent of Discord and by the way,
and-
did you get your video invite yet?
No. Did you?
I got the update. I don't know.
I got the update. I didn't get the invite.
Oh, I thought the update was the invite where it told you that they were rolling it out.
Nope. If you click on user settings, if you don't have voice and video, then you don't have it. So click
I
on the little
don't
gear
have it.
icon.
I have
Yeah,
voice.
you're not cool enough. You're not one of the cool kids.
Damn you.
Neither
Led
Laz
Zepp.
nor I are one of the cool kids.
Yeah,
It's a
the
shame.
Guys who can really use it don't get the invites. Guys who never use Discord get the invites. I don't.
Guys
get
that don't have
don't
friggin'
have cameras
webcams,
get invites. I mean, yeah.
Okay, but looking at the time, it is that time for us to actually talk about that NBNN app, which is available on all of your electronic devices from Apple in the iTunes Store or Google with the Google Play
That's
Store
right. You
or
can find this
Amazon.
on the main
Amazon.
page right
Yeah.
there on nbnn.info. Scroll down past our streams and you'll see the NBNN app there, as well as the Discord app where you too can come join us right here in Discord 5 days a week.
Yes,
Let's
that's
see.
right. And don't forget that we stream from the green room because we're too damn lazy to make it to the live on air channel.
That hasn't been refreshed in God knows how long. But of course, you take a look at the green room, you can see everybody who's in the green room hanging out with us, as well as who's here all day long. So if you ever got questions, you can just go click on nbnn.info, look at the green room, or come right on in, say hello to everybody. We're usually the only channel out there on Discord that's got a bunch of people in it actually talking to each other. I don't know why people picked up this program so they can have a fucking chat program. I just don't understand it. Go back to ICQ. Go back to IRC. If you want
miss
chat
ICQ.
programs. I know, I do.
I miss my 150 different profiles in ICQ.
But yes, don't forget the NBNN Shroud and Avatar app, available on all your electronic mobile devices, and it's absolutely free out there in those stores. And of course, you can check out things like the NBNN Daily Britannian, something we need to really talk about a lot more. Every day we publish a little newspaper out there. It's got some of the latest articles from Shroud and Avatar, including some choice pieces, and occasionally it'll go back and pick up some of those threads that were long lost. And somebody makes a new comment, so go check it out. And of course, you can even subscribe and get it right in your mailbox every day, 10 a.m., when the new edition is published. Of course, you can also find us on YouTube. You can catch our podcast. You can listen to the radio. You can check out Discord channels. And, of course, the NBNN Community Calendar, brought to you by Virgin.
That's right, the NBNN Community Calendar, that thing where if you go to nbnn.info, click on the calendar button, you can go to it. And don't forget, it is an aggregate of all of the available calendars that Laz knows about related to Shroud of the Avatar that are on Google and all times.
If your calendar's not here, you're missing out. Your events aren't getting out there to the world.
Squirreled message.
Squirrel.
Yeah. Don't forget, all times on the, if your calendar's not there, you need to email news@nbnn.info, and that guy over there will eventually get it added. All times of the community calendar or central time in the real world, but we prefer to refer to it as Nude Britannia time.
Britannia time.
Yes. At 12s and 6s around the clock, two idiots hang out on WRFB and repeats
RFB.
for a little show called Lunch
Lunch
with Laz and Jack,
with these guys.
where we interpret the news so you don't have to, multiple times a day.
What was that?
At 2
Is that Jack's hand jive? You got to throw a couple of the rolled dice in there. That's right.
Woo. At 2 o'clock on Avatar's Radio, Grumpy Old Gamers taking the alternative route.
GOG.
Yeah, and then at 7 p.m., Arius is joining the GMC Top 20 Countdown. At 8 o'clock at night on Avatar's Radio, you do have Monday nights with DJ Killy. At 9 o'clock, you need to go to the Pub of Extraordinary Thought out in Varus Chaos.
Okay.
Because
I got to tell Spiff that, Spiff, if you keep playing your songs on loop, our listener base is going to come and hunt you down and kill you because they're tired of hearing the same songs on loop. And this is coming from the listeners. This, yeah. He's stuck now. I don't know.
He crashed.
That's what
No
it looks
idea.
like. No. You're doing the long
The
walk of
walking
going
around.
nowhere, and that's right.
So
Virtus Chaos.
yes, tonight is a special event. We received a message from Andertino about this message because tonight is a special murder mystery event.
Murder mystery.
Yes.
event.
So I think this is Clue with lots of alcohol involved.
Oh. Is that the way you have fun playing Clue?
Yes. So they will have a murder mystery to solve involving clues while in Verit Chaos and nearby adventure zones.
The
And
Colonel with the candlestick in the bathroom.
yes, there will be some gold given out for every player that collects all the clues and tasks to finish the mystery. So you will be responsible for solving the murder. And don't forget, all great adventures begin in a pub somewhere. And you too can join this open role-playing event out in Verit Chaos tonight at 9 p.m. in Verit Chaos. And also at 9 is the Order of Vengeance Guild meeting. And the final event of the evening is on WRFB.
WRFP.
And that's the Record Room.
Get yourself a little rock and roll history lesson every Monday through Friday at 10 p.m.
And that is our community calendar for this Monday, August 21st in Shroud of the Avatar.
Of the Avatar.
Yes.
That's right. That's right. And of course, it's getting to be about that time where we start to wrap it up around here. We've got a minute or two. But, of course, had somebody asking about SodaCon. It was mentioned in yesterday's Hospitaller meeting, and I'm going to shout it out there. Of course, everybody's always wondering, everybody goes, well, new Hospitallers? No. But if you're one of those players out there who's got that Hospitaller tag on, and you want to join us every Sunday at 11 a.m. in the Shroud of the Avatar Discord Hospitallers room, there's a weekly meeting that's public, and everybody is invited to come on in and join in on the discussion. Aside from looking at ways for players to help players out there, we also have weekly brainstorms, and we add some ideas to the guys for things like questions for the live stream, new tech that players would like to see, questions that are most commonly asked, all that good stuff, and what the pulse is on the new player world out there for the folks down at Portalarium, and that gets posted to the forums every week, and this way you can keep up on that and other happenings throughout the lands. But of course, if you want to come and participate, you got to be there. So come join us every Sunday at 11 a.m. Central Standard Time, Nude Britannia time, as it may be, and join on in. You'll find out a little bit more how we work at helping players out there. And of course, that brings us to our sponsors and the usual rigmarole. Of course, NBNN. We are the only show on the air 5 days a week that invites you to come join us right here live. Tell us what's going on in your world. Tell us how things are going. Come argue with us. Come tell us something that's pissing you off. Tell us something that's making you happy. Tell us about something new you found or interesting. We're here to talk about it all right here inside Shroud of the Avatar. Of course, the Airy Fund, another project out there, and somebody actually posted. Did you guys get that copy of that post, by the way? As I put that out there last night, and I'm going to just give you guys a link real quick. In here.
Possibly no.
Well, if you would have checked the Airy Fund, Look at this satyr guy, man. He's just always sharp dressed there. Somebody started a post on breast cancer items yesterday. And I'm going to bring that up real quick. Going to jump over to that. And when I saw that, he was like, hey, we would love to see some more stuff in the Make a Difference store, which I promptly replied to and sent him to the Make a Difference Airy Funds announcement of Think Pink coming up this October. And that's exactly one of the things that the Airy Fund is doing out there, folks. Something that most of you guys probably don't know. But we've been tasked with helping rework that store and come up with ideas. So, of course, if you got ideas, reach out to the folks at the Airy Fund, not just Jack and I, but Dex or Justin or Arias. Or Turok, thank you. I always get a loss at his name because I want to call him by his real name, and I don't want to do that live on air. But yes, reach out to any of us in the group, and we are working at getting those suggestions into Portalarium to start bringing you all sorts of new items in the Make a Difference store, otherwise known as the Mad Store for us. It's the Mad Store. Make a difference, folks. So you'll be seeing some of that hopefully coming out soon, so stay tuned. Keep an eye on those posts. And again, Airy Fund, gamers helping gamers with the cause. And now we get back to that. Coilmore Wands, putting the magic in your hands. If you want that hardwood shaft that's not going to break and highly durable, go see Arias Coilmore. He'll get you the right item for the right job. Scrotum Music. Oh my, how many days in a row are we going to put that up there? Scrotum Music until he gets us a damn logo.
Well, he's got one. What are you talking about? The one Dex did.
Yeah. I guess if you want to be cheesy, just like everything else we do around here, that works.
It's all the same, man.
Scrota's Music Shop, located throughout the lands, because I know he uses a lot of our vendors. But where is he? He's in central Brittany, I believe. And, of course, you can find his shop on shroudmarketplace.com. We'll tell you more about that in just a minute. The BMC wants you to come on down to Market Road since you missed the crafting fair this past weekend, and I hear it was a pretty interesting event. Of course, located in Black Rock Cove in the Quell region, right near the Exeter mines in the town of Exeter for your mining convenience and pleasure. Of course, all the vendors are equally priced. You'll find the same price and all the vendors for all those commodities you need for mining, for crafting and all that good stuff. RelicsByRill.com for all your licensed Shrouded Avatar swag, t-shirts, hats, patches, much more. Want to save a little money? Use the promo code NBNN when you check out at RelicsByRill.com, and you'll save 10% on all that swag. WRFB, I'm going to pass on that. You guys know the drill, because we got to give Shroud Marketplace a minute or two so we can tell you where you can get all the greatest swag at the best price right here for Shrouded Avatar, and that's on shroudmarketplace.com.
Shroudmarketplace.com, the place to go buy or sell anything Shroud of the Avatar related.
Everything. Yes. You name it.
That's right.
It's out there.
Did you see the addition of the demon hoofs?
I've seen so much stuff. I mean, we got balls, we got hooves, we've got coins, we've got scepters, we've got
power
rods.
hours.
Yeah.
I mean, it's something where you can find anything and everything game related from different players on shroudmarketplace.com. And if you have something that you want to sell to other players, go ahead and register for an account. Click on vendor registration, and you too can start selling your items on Shroud Marketplace.
That's right.
Best thing, every single vendor is responsible for maintaining their own items, setting their own prices. So when you start going around and you're like looking at, like, say, Game Gold, and you can sit there and see that, hey, you know what? It's like, I want to buy from this guy who's got this better reputation, even though it's a little bit more than this guy. Or or you can just sit there and look at all kinds of
Screw
things.
that noise. I'm getting the cheapest price I can get out there. That's right.
Damn Skippy. And so you just go ahead, look. I mean, Crowns of the Obsidian accounts, anything and everything game related can be bought or sold on Shroud Marketplace. And that's, services. It's like services.
Yeah. Reagents, clothing,
Yes.
homes, you name it. We got it.
Oh, yeah.
It's out
You've
there.
got Maliki doing his power hour. You've got Wolfdom doing cheese sign writing. You've got
Cheesy writing.
Scrota's music service thing. You've got some soda design services, or Weddings and More by Laz if you're looking for an
Weddings and
in-game
more
wedding.
by Laz. Not just weddings, but a whole lot more. That's right. We got rentals, we got sales, we got lots, we got all sorts of stuff. Not just weddings, but a whole lot more. Come see me because I probably got it and we'll sell it to you cheap.
That's right. Shroud Marketplace, place to go buy or sell anything Shroud of the Avatar related. And looking at the time, it's actually time for us to thank the most important people around here. And that
You
is
guys.
you guys.
Love you guys.
Thank you for watching out on Twitch, YouTube, or listening on WRFB.
WRFB Radio Free Britannia.
If you
That's
ever
right.
meet Laz in person, he will give you that kiss,
The kissing
full on,
bandit. That's
tongue
right.
included, all over you.
No. Only the ladies get the tongue.
And don't forget, he is relatively short, so he will be kissing whatever he is at eye level with.
That's right, which is usually boobs. Yeah. But that's right. We got to get out of here. We will be back with more tomorrow right here on NBNN on WRFB. Thanks for joining us every day here in Shrouded Avatar. And, of course, we love you guys. With
Yay.
that, I'm Laz.
I'm Jack.
And we are NBNN. Stay tuned for more news, sports, entertainment, crazy, wild happenings, the latest hijinks and shenanigans right here inside Shrouded Avatar. We'll be back tomorrow with more. Have a great day, everybody. We'll see you all then.
Bye-bye.
Me day.
Clipsy.
Clipsy Day, yay.
Clipsy day.
Don't stare at
Clipsy
me
day.
too long. May cause blindness.
That's right. Don't look at clips too long. Oh, no. How can I not look?
I know.
baby.
The sexy. I
Baby.
know.
You're killing me.